Hello.
Welcome to the driveway.
Welcome.
No. Welcome to In the Driveway
Yes, that one.
with Katie.
And Emily.
The light that we use in my van doesn't work in here,
Not working in here.
so we're using,
Car lights.
but specifically the mirror lights.
The visor lights, yes.
We also got microphones, but I bet you cannot guess where mine is.
Can't even see it.
It's a surprise.
Which is ironic considering where they actually are.
They're hidden in plain sight.
Wow, I didn't do that.
Also, they might die in the middle of this because I am very smart and forgot to charge them.
No gas in her car. Didn't charge the mics.
But I worked out today and yesterday.
Ooh,
So.
She's bettering herself.
Well, before we get to what we're getting to, Emily here went to a concert, a festival, if you will. How was it?
It was hot.
Give me the hot goss.
It was, the goss was hot the whole time. Well, there were about 4 songs that I knew.
Out of all 5 bands.
8 bands.
Oh.
There were 8 bands. The band that we went to go listen to played a lot of songs off of an album that I'm not entirely familiar with. They played 2 songs that I knew, which were great, but everything else I was just like, yeah. It was an emo festival, and I'm not an emo girly.
What kind of girly are you?
I'm a folk girly.
Classic.
I know I don't look it, because this is the merch. Now I look like an emo girly, but
You used to be an emo girly, though. She tried.
I masked being an emo girly. But anyway, it was good. It was good to be with Josh, my husband, and not have any other responsibilities for 8 hours except for to survive the heat and porta potties.
And you did it.
We did it.
I'm proud of you. Anything like noteworthy happen?
I mean, nothing crazy. We did a lot of laying down because we didn't bring chairs. I was laying there enjoying the breeze in a shady spot, which is very nice. And suddenly I feel something run over my foot.
Nope.
And I look up and there is a child standing in front of me guiding a stroller.
Oh, okay.
And he just came up and just ran over my foot. Those parents looked back and they were just like, sorry. And I was like, it's cool.
Sounds great.
Good times.
I'm glad you had fun.
We did have fun. It was a good time.
I told my husband that Thrice didn't start playing till 9:50 last night, and he was like, we dodged a bullet. My husband goes to sleep at 10 sharp.
Yeah. He would have been asleep on the ground, no matter who was playing.
Yeah.
And how loud.
He could have gotten run over by that stroller 5 times.
Didn't care. Would not care.
So we got a banger for you.
Woo! Never been done before.
I think we should go you, me. We're going to talk about some pet peeves.
Pet peeves. For mine, yeah,
okay,
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go straight.
She's ready.
I don't understand why the speed limit is the same for both the right and the left lane.
Okay.
And yet, people in the left lane seem to think that it's like the freaking expressway. But over here, this is where you're slow. And I get it, this is actually a passing lane. But I don't understand.
Say it weird.
Why it is that people just zoom right on past you, get right up on your tail, and then it's just like, phew, and then they're mad at you or something. I don't get it. If you understand, comment, I guess. I don't know.
And there you have it.
Thoughts?
None.
Just something to think about, and I'm like,
it just gets me. So my first pet peeve is insects being inside my house
So true, she hates it.
when they clearly have more space and resources outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have to say, really. I just don't get it.
This is a common one between you and me. Mispronunciations of common words.
Ooh, like what?
I don't know. Just in conversation, if somebody mispronounces a super common word.
Like how aluminum is actually aluminium.
No. Like maybe if you say espresso instead of espresso.
My god.
Or
oh my god. Or like Pacific instead of specific.
Mm-hmm. Or just like random one-off mispronunciations, and then like I guess our OCD kicks in and we have to immediately tell like pronounce the word correctly.
That's been some boundaries that people have had to set with me in relationships. It's like, please stop correcting me. I know that I messed it up.
Yeah. My husband's like, you don't even give me a chance to correct it. He's like, I know I said it wrong, and you don't even get.
So that's like, the pet peeve for ourselves.
Apologies.
I do have a funny story about someone mispronouncing something though.
Story time.
So I used to work at a bagel shop, and we had these jalapeno bagels, jalapeno cheddar to be specific. And this lady would come in and she would order Japanese cheddar.
No.
And I never corrected her.
I mean, what's the point
of correcting her?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it happened every time.
And the day she quit, she said, "It's jalapeno."
I couldn't quit without just rubbing it in that lady's face. All right. When songs have talking or laughing in them, change. Not a fan of you anymore. Like, it could be Beyonce. And one of her lines could just be talking, and I'd be like, Beyonce, stop it. We're done here. It's creepy and cringy. Just sing, that's what we pay you for. Are we not their employers?
Employers?
Do we not keep singer-songwriters employed?
I mean, sure. I mean, I think I would say that we are also like their consumers. Like they have
consumers. We're in a tricky spot.
It's tricky out here in consumerism land. This might be a little bit more specific to me. When people are geographically unaware, as in like, hey, where's Italy? I don't know where Italy is on a map.
Okay.
Like,
that one is very specific.
It is, because I feel like once you're past a certain age,
should know how to look at a globe.
you should know how to look at a map, and you should have a general understanding of where countries are.
You know who you're talking to, right? She's talking to Elise Myers right now. Because Elise, listen. Elise didn't know that Alaska wasn't an island like Hawaii.
No, I said past a certain age. And to be fair,
she just found out.
Okay. All right. So, like, I understand, because, like, it's some things can be tricky. Like, not a whole lot of people are like, oh, yeah, I definitely know where Lithuania is. Tiny little place. But, like, if you're like, I don't know where England is on a map. Why? Why not? I need answers.
Why not?
Why not?
Also, my husband works at the beach. So we're like an hour from the coast in North Carolina. And people will literally ask him where the ocean is. And they'll ask him not only where the ocean is, but where the Pacific Ocean is.
See. I can't. Like, okay, so at the festival last night,
Also on the coast.
yes, one of the bands was like, "Did you know that?" Because the Outer Banks of North Carolina is sometimes shortened to OBX.
Sure.
And so they said something like, "Did you know that if you search OBX or Outer Banks on a map, like a directions map, it's not going to tell you where to go?"
Sure.
Because they thought it was like a town,
No.
like a place, and they were like, "No, you gotta put in Manteo."
Sure.
And then
no.
to stack on top of my pet peeves,
No.
they said, "Did you know it's not pronounced Manteo?"
Mm.
And I was like, "Yes."
Most of us here did.
Yes, I did. I knew it. Granted, we grew up here, but still.
Why would you say Manteo? Why would your first thought not be phonetic?
I don't know, Katie.
Look at us just complaining.
So that's it for that one.
Y'all ever just take a shower and then sweat in the car? You take a shower, you get in the car, and now you're sweating.
No, because I take my showers at night.
Well,
before I go to bed.
No, let's do that. So, like, if you're a morning showerer,
yes,
and then you have to go somewhere and you get in the car,
right,
you're sweating, and it's immediately dirty. Again,
never get clean. Just stay dirty. Okay, folks.
Stay dirty. Hashtag
stay dirty.
Hashtag stay dirty.
That's a different.
Don't.
That's
search
a different.
that.
That's a different
Don't
hashtag.
search that tag.
Please don't, and don't tell them we sent you. We didn't.
Or do and get 20% off.
Of what?
I don't know.
Your
turn.
This one is almost like the other one, except for it's when people call the sea the ocean. I have a specifics.
She's very cultured.
Okay. Well, I did used to live
I
did used to live overseas, and we would visit the Adriatic Sea. I had people that I worked with who sometimes would call it the sea, and I would always be like, they would call it the ocean, and then I'll be like, no, it's the sea. And so, like, after a couple years of this happening, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, the ocean. Sorry, the sea." And I was like,
you guys were best friends, I can tell.
we are really good friends, actually. We are.
Ooh.
I love them.
I think I know who it is.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Thanks for visiting my channel. Ooh, gross. I'm sorry.
Didn't like
sorry.
that color on you.
They didn't like it either. I can go ahead and tell you that. Moving on.
When men have food in their teeth.
Just men.
Really.
Not women. The audacity. The patriarchy.
I just don't like it.
Okay. Great.
And that's all.
Okay. Oh.
This one.
If you have the ability to call someone from your car via Bluetooth.
I knew it was coming.
And you're sitting in a parking lot, and your volume is all the way up on your phone, on your speaker, just all the way up, and all of your windows are rolled up. Your sunroof is closed if you have a sunroof, and I can still hear the conversation. This right here is going out of your car. Why?
That pet's her peeve right there.
It does. I'm like, I don't want to listen to your conversation. I don't want to
hear your muffled voice.
I don't want to hear muffled voices loud somewhere.
That leads right into my next.
Does it?
Yes. When things are just loud things.
Truly.
I just am so old now that anything that's loud, I don't like it. Fireworks, TV, radios, saws, hammers, lawnmowers, music, like, um, walking too loudly. Mostly because since I've had a kid, everything is magnified.
Truly.
Because my kid is also very sensitive to sound.
Shit, yeah.
And that's all. Just when things are loud.
Cool.
I'm just complaining at this point.
Well, that's what pet peeves are.
I know, but it feels bad.
Okay, this one, I think a lot of people will feel this way. When you go into an establishment or something, and they're like, hey, how are you? And then you go, I'm good. How are you? And then they do not respond.
Oh, you don't like that?
At all. Like nothing. Not even like a, can I help you with, like, even if they ignore the question, it's just like, they're just like greeting, right? And you get nothing back from them. Or if you're just like, if you start the thing, you're like, hey, how are you? And they just like, move on by.
You're just Smeed at that point.
Because how are you is not hello.
Tell them. Okay? Point your finger.
That's another. It wasn't even on the list, but let me tell you, how are you is not hello. Okay. If you're asking how am I,
I'm gonna lie to you and I'm gonna say fine.
I'm going to tell you a general answer. Okay.
Oh, let's see. Oh. So when I'm on the phone, my kid has never wanted to talk to me more than in that moment. It drives me bananas.
Bananas.
And that's it.
I'm gonna say this one, but then I'm gonna quickly move on to the next one because you've already kind of talked about it.
Okay.
And that was annoyingly loud vehicles for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Mufflers.
Like your car sounds like a fart.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Like, no one's like, oh, that sounded like it came out of somebody's butt. Sick.
I love it.
I love it.
That reminds me of this really good bean dinner I had tonight.
I was really tooting up a storm.
Tooting?
Allow me to just move on.
I'll allow you.
Okay. This is a personal one for me. I don't know if this is universal. I don't think it is. Anyways, here in where we live, when I go to the gym, sometimes the fire department is there.
Hate those guys.
I don't hate them. I don't hate them. But they come in groups and they take over a section of the gym. And I'm like, I need to use that section. Can y'all just split up a little bit, maybe disperse, like have a buddy system? You guys come in twos, right? And go in different directions, kind of cross paths.
But wouldn't that just like tie up more equipment? Don't you think that they're just like trying to?
I mean,
don't you think they're trying to be polite and just stay in one area?
No. Because where they stay is a very, very common area for people to use. It's not like they don't ever get on like the ellipticals or the treadmills.
They go to the weights.
They go to straight for the free weights.
So my next one is when my child goes up, like musters the courage to go up to another child, introduce herself, tell them how old she is, she's 3, ask them to play with her, and they do not care, and they ignore her. Those little hoes. I am not above calling your kid a little hoe if they don't talk to my kid who was very brave. Okay? Yeah. Because more times than not, she has come to me and my husband and said, those kids don't want to talk to me. Teach your kids that other kids that are trying to be brave, just to teach them to talk to other kids, okay?
Even if it's just like a, oh, nice to meet you. No, I don't want to play that right now.
Then those kids turn into adults that you're like, hey, how are you? And they're like, I'm out of here. Little hoes.
Turn into big hoes. Put that on a t-shirt.
Little hoes turn into big hoes.
Little hoes said the darndest things. Or do they?
No, they don't. And they should. They should at least say, "Hi, I'm so and so."
Nice to meet you.
Yep. And that's it. That's all she needs. She just needs you to interact for just a second.
A little acknowledgement.
She's so brave.
Both of ours are very brave.
And then she just gets shut down.
Her sweet little heart.
Anyway, your turn.
Now that we're all depressed about our kids. This is another gym one. When people sit on their phones at a machine for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah. There have been people, I will be at the gym. Fortunately, I've never had to use the machine that they're on. But there have been people who just like sit and just like
scroll
or text. Or I don't even know what they're doing, but it's just like, and it's none of my business.
Sure, but get up.
But I'm like, what are you here for? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, you know what they're there for?
What? Mates? I don't know.
Maybe, but they're shirking some responsibility.
Ooh.
They're like, I gotta go to the gym.
They're like, I gotta go better myself at the gym.
They're shirking some kind of responsibility.
Yeah, they're wasting $10 a month.
$10. Oi.
I don't go to an expensive gym.
Clearly.
I'm very poor. So, that's it.
Right. So you know how there are multi-sized tampon boxes where you have like some regulars and some supers.
Assortment.
An assortment of tampons, yes. And I just hate it.
Grinds her gears.
I just
burns her biscuits.
When it's half supers and half regulars.
She needs in between.
Who needs that many regulars? Who among us? Who needs
that many supers? Is my question.
If I'm using tampons, I'm using supers all the way up until like the last day.
She does. She needs.
Now you know me. You know me a little better now. But I'm just wasting money.
Sure.
Because I don't need only supers. Oh, you know what? We should make a tampon business where you can customize your own box and what you get in it.
It's turned into a different podcast conversation.
All right, continue.
This one I don't understand. It is when ads on streaming services are louder than the show.
Relatable.
It's like the show will be at a good volume, right?
Sure.
And then the ad will come on, and then it'll be like, Geico!
Right up there.
Right in your ear holes. Or right in your face.
Right. Yes.
And then you're like, oh.
We can hear your ad.
We don't need it anyway. But don't scream at us.
Some people do.
I mean, some people like.
But the screaming part, yes.
Also, the interactive ads. Nobody's leaving their show to go to the website of the ad. No one's. Who's doing that? Are you doing that?
Stop it.
Don't. You don't need to do that.
Don't. Okay.
Just watch your show.
The only ads that I've ever interacted with was ones that were like, if you interact with this one ad, no more ads. No more ads. The whole movie, whole show.
Well, yeah, movies they'll do that, but for shows, the ones that I've seen are just like interact with this ad, and you can only see it for 30 seconds instead of 3 minutes.
3 minutes is insane.
And then I'm like, of course, I'm just gonna go to this interactive ad and just push a button.
Yeah.
That just changes the screen, and then it'll go away in 30 seconds.
Of course. They get you.
But when they're louder, I'm like, I could hear you regular.
I could hear you regular. Okay.
Like you ain't gotta be so abrasive.
Okay, I could hear you
okay,
regular.
I could hear regular.
That got me.
Okay, you regular, okay?
Okay. Is that all of yours?
Woogie? Yeah. Yeah.
How many do I have left? 1, 2,
She came up with more.
3.
She said, I only have 10.
And then I came up with 3 more. The rest of the show is about me.
Well, maybe I'll agree with you.
Well, probably. This one is specific to me, though. Okay. So when my college students ask a question, to look smart instead of asking a genuine question.
She's a professor. Like, didn't this and this happen with this and this and all the things with this? And
or like try to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, first of all, I am 16 years older than you, and I have my master's. And sure, I'm up for learning new things. Don't come at me in front of your other students.
In front of your classmates.
There it is. Don't do that. I sound smart always.
I'm professing on you, but you don't make stupid looking at me. Okay?
I profess on you. You don't stupid on me.
You don't.
Okay.
You stupid on me, and I profess on you, and then you're not stupid no more.
Yes.
So you're welcome.
Give me $250.
Pay your tuition so I can get paid.
But yes, we can tell you're doing that, students. We can tell. So when I read a book that people are like, oh, this changed my life. Oh, it's so good. And I read it, and it's just basics, like super basic information. All right, 2 more. When I'm ready to go somewhere, but my family isn't, which is actually very rare because they're normally waiting on me, so it's a double standard. But in the rare occasion that it is me waiting on them, oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
She gets angry.
I don't get angry, but I do get impatient.
She says, we're not going anywhere ever again.
Unless you're waiting on me, okay?
And then we're going to go anywhere I want to. I swear to God.
I swear to God. All right, my last one. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Ooh, it's the hoagie peeve.
I would complain about this every day if I could. And if you do this, unsubscribe.
I hope I don't do this.
You don't.
Great.
You have to have a motorcycle for this.
Ooh.
And it is similar to some of the things that we've talked about. But
Okay.
this is very specific to motorcyclists.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez. My husband just walked in front of the car. Context, it's almost midnight, so that scared the living... That's a pet peeve. Don't walk in front of this car at night.
He said, I'm going to go check the mailbox at midnight.
He got a package, and he needs it. Calm the heart rate down.
All right, well, here we go.
He'll come back. So
He will come
don't
back.
be afraid. Just be aware. Here we go.
Oh,
Hoagie peeve.
all right. Motorcycles. With the radio on.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why I hate it.
I mean, we get it, like you want, but
But it doesn't even. But it
with the Bluetooth.
But it doesn't even sound good anymore. It just sounds like nothing. It's not even muffled. It's just like the most blown speaker you've ever heard going down the street. And then I used to live directly beside a stoplight, and then at the stoplight, it's like that's all you can hear, and it's coming through all of the orifices of your house, and it's in your brain, and you just can't.
Just like those conversations in a daggum car.
But it's so, just get the headpiece. Just get the headpiece.
Just get the headpiece. Get the headpiece. Get the headpiece.
Get the headpiece or get out.
Get.
Okay. Get the headpiece. Get the headpiece or get in a car. Okay. Is he coming back?
Probably.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Okay. He knows what he did.
He knows.
Coming up in
Threw
here,
us for a loop.
up in here during my most petted peeve, knowing my heart rate is up.
Distracting us.
He knew.
Anyways.
You're gonna have to go unwind after this.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Sure, that's what I meant.
Unwind by being unconscious.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
What are some of your pet peeves? Comment down below.
Share, like, and bell.
Sure like a bell. Sure like a bell.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for being in the driveway with us.
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks for parking it.
Take a deep breath. Breathe in all of the terrible joke you just said. Thanks for parking it. I stole it. I made it mine.
See? She thought it was dumb. And
Still was.
she likes dumb stuff. So.
I do.
There you go. She liked it. She thought it was cool, but also dumb.
Yeah.
Have a good time wherever and whatever you're doing.
Just have a good time.
Have a good time.
I
have
hope
fun.
You also just had a good time.
True. And I hope you had a good time.
I had a medium time.
Ooh, she said this was
only
fantastic.
because it's hard for me to complain.
I like to commiserate, so it's nice to sit here and be like, oh yeah.
I mean, sometimes
that thing.
I think it's like it's cool sometimes, like, but we just did like 23 things, so It was like.
But the pet peeves. It's not like, oh, the government.
Which is the whole government.
We're not. Not tonight.
Just
not tonight.
Yep.
We ain't got time. You want comments?
We ain't got the time.
We ain't got the time. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Really, I was doing okay, and then we got to the one about Hattie, my kid, going up to people and them not talking to her.
That got her.
That got too real.
She wanted to headbutt somebody at that point. Probably.
Yeah, it made my adrenaline spike, and then it never was the same after that.
It just went downhill. Suddenly, it wasn't fun anymore, and we all had a terrible time.
That's what I'm saying. I hated this.
Well, we'll see you next week.